It is Easter Sunday. I ended up not working today, so we made our little own Easter dinner. So we have some deviled eggs, just some canned green beans, some sliced pre-cooked ham that I just had to heat up, and then some mashed potatoes. I overcooked the potatoes and then overbeat them so they're pretty gummy, but we're still gonna eat them. But yeah, that is our little Easter dinner just for Ken and I. It is Monday night. It is almost 9 p.m. and I'm just now getting to dinner. I did work today. It's my first shift in a week, so yeah, late dinner, of course. We're just having some leftovers, so I had some ham, deviled eggs, and the green beans, and then we had potato salad in the oven, or in the fridge, and then, of course, I picked up some Krispy Kreme donuts. I ate one on the way home, and I'll probably eat another one after dinner, but yep, that is my dinner tonight. Pretty simple, pretty easy, pretty fast. It is Tuesday, it is almost 10 o'clock at night, and I'm just now eating dinner, so ended up having a lazy day, just kind of laid in bed all day and then took a nap, because apparently laying in bed all day makes you tired. But anyway, so I just have a couple bologna sandwiches. It's that small French bread, so I just made two little sandwiches, just some potato salad, and then a sliced up little cucumber with some of the everything with the bagel seasoning. So I was going to make Ken a plate as well, but he made himself some burritos. So yeah, that's my dinner for tonight. It is Wednesday, and we're making corned beef brisket with cabbage, onions, carrots, and potatoes. I had actually purchased this corned beef brisket quite a few weeks ago, and the sell-by date was April 24th, so we were kind of just holding on to it. But yeah, I'll be cooking that in the Instant Pot, and I'll link the recipe I'm using below. I used it last time, the same recipe, and it turned out amazing. So pretty much you just put the corned beef brisket in the Instant Pot with your steamer basket. You add a small onion. We have pretty small onion pieces, so I'm just using two little pieces. Ken's weird, and he'll take an onion and cut it in half if he needs to use it, which is why we have multiple ends. And then it also calls for beef broth or beef stock. We don't ever buy stock or broth. I always use this better than bouillon. It comes in tons of different flavors. I've used it for years. I really like it. So yeah, we're just going to use that instead. And what you do is you do 1 teaspoon per 1 cup of water. And since I need 4 cups of water, I'll do 4 teaspoons, or technically 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon. So yeah, I'll put that all together in the Instant Pot along with the spice packet. So here's the brisket in the Instant Pot with the water, the bouillon paste, the seasoning packet that came with the brisket, onion, and some garlic. And then the brisket was pretty big. It was a 4-pounder, so I had to cut it up just to fit it in the Instant Pot. So I will close this, set it to sealing, and let it cook at high pressure for 90 minutes. Sorry, I'm gonna have to try to talk over the dishwasher, but so the Instant Pot, it's gone for 90 minutes. It's gonna go for a 10-minute natural pressure release, and then I'll quick release it. So as I'm waiting for that, I'm gonna cut up these veggies. So I'm gonna do a head of cabbage, some carrots. It says like 3 or 4, but last time we felt like there wasn't enough veggies. So I'm gonna do, I think there's like 5 carrots here. I might do some more. And then last time I only did, I think like 4 or 6 potatoes, and I'm gonna do a lot more. So pretty much I'm gonna fill up the Instant Pot with as much veggies as I can, because last time we ran out of veggies too quickly, and also last time I used a 3-pound brisket, and this time we used a 4-pound brisket. So these are 5 large carrots, a whole head of cabbage, and so far 10 potatoes. I still need to wash them, but if I end up having extra room, I will definitely add more potatoes. So I'm just waiting for the Instant Pot to stop steaming. I was only able to fit half the cabbage in there, but I was able to fit 14 potatoes, so I'm okay with that. So now I'm closing the Instant Pot back up. Make sure it's on sealing, not venting. And then you're gonna wanna put it on the soup for 10 minutes. And then after that, do a quick release and dinner served. So after the 10 minutes, I did a natural release, and it took almost 7 minutes for all the pressure to come, leave the Instant Pot. So now I'm just scooping out the food, trying to make it presentable, and then we shall eat dinner. But yeah, it looks really good, smells really good, so I'm excited. So here is my plate. We got some of that brisket, we got some carrots, we got some cabbage and potatoes. So I actually decided I am going to take the rest of the cabbage out, some more carrots and some more potatoes, and cook it again in this broth, just because like I said, we really like the veggies in this. They're so tender, they have so much flavor, and we have the extra veggies to do it, so we're just going to cook up a second batch, so essentially double the veggies. So once again, put it all in there, put it in for 10 minutes on the soup function, and then do a quick release. I'm also making a fun little snack. I've seen this idea forever. I love peanut butter, I love bananas, I love chocolate. Well, I love banana most of the time. I have to be in the mood for it, so I figured I would try this. So what you do is you slice up some bananas, put some peanut butter in between, kind of like little sandwiches, and then you freeze it for a bit, for about 30 minutes. Mine's been in there for a couple hours because I was in the yard working. And then you melt some chocolate chips with a little bit of coconut oil because it keeps it from seizing up and keeps it smooth. So melt that in the microwave, like maybe a teaspoon or so of coconut oil with maybe half a cup of chocolate chips, and then just microwave it in 30-second intervals, keep mixing, and then you'll dip half the peanut butter, like a little wedge, in the mixture and let it get hard again. So I put it in for 30 seconds. It was almost melted. I put it in for another 15 seconds and stirred it, and it's pretty smooth. So what you do now is you just take, hopefully I could do this with one hand. Don't mind my very burned pot holder. So you just dip it halfway in, or you could do the whole thing if you want. And then just kind of set it back there, and then you stick it back in the freezer. That one was really messy, but it's kind of hard to do with one hand. So yeah, stick it back in the freezer for, I don't know, 30 minutes or so. This got really messy. I'm gonna stick it back in the freezer for about 30 minutes or so. It is Thursday and we got some McDonald's, so we had to run an errand, and while we were out, we are like, let's get something out to eat. We have not gone out to eat in over a month now, which is crazy because we normally go out to eat every single day, sometimes multiple times a day. We've been really bad about it for years and years and years, so. And funny, we actually got to McDonald's, realized we didn't even have our credit card or a debit card or whatever you want to call it. So we had to turn around and go home, and then we debated, well, why don't we just eat at home since we're back home now? But we were so set on McDonald's since we haven't had it in quite a while. So yeah, we ended up getting some, and then I'm super excited because I love McDonald's. So we each got a number one, which is a Big Mac with some fries and a soda. It is Saturday, and for dinner we ended up having a hamburger, steak, some biscuits, mixed veggies, some Walmart seasoned fries, and just some caprese salad. We actually didn't like the seasoned fries too well, though. They were the Great Value brand. So that wraps up another week of What's for Dinner. Thanks so much for watching this week's. It was kind of redundant, kind of boring, had a lot of really boring meals, which is why we ended up going out to eat at McDonald's, because we're tired of eating at home, but that's life.